Well, let's see what this says here. 1 to 3 hours. Not for me. Hey everybody, big monster update here for Gears of War, the board game Scattered Mission. My playthrough was badly interrupted, and I apologize that there haven't been any videos in about a week or so. We are going to pick up where we left off, but I needed to reset the entire board due to what happened. And things are approximately as they were, but not exactly. And so where maybe some people had some extra ammunition tokens on their cards, that needed to be removed and reset just because I couldn't remember exactly what those numbers were. So most of the weapons have been started back to their original values. It's just a good place to start. Cogs that are bleeding out are still bleeding out. Figures that were on the board are still on the board. And due to equipment being found and some of the ammunition numbers being boosted, we're going to offset that or sort of balance it out by starting with the standing cog members back at their full health. So hopefully it's basically balanced out. We'll see. We're still in a tough spot with 2 heroes down and 4 grinders on the board. So we're in stage 3 now. Areas are considered adjacent now, even though the door is closed. I still think that means a grinder could possibly wander through the door into the other part of the map. Also, before when we played an AI card that wiped all the weapon drops, that should have wiped everything off the board. So all the ammunition tokens and dropped weapons and everything that were on the board are gone now. That's, again, partially due to my house rules with ammunition drops and things. Even though the door may be there and areas considered adjacent, you cannot attack through doors, not unless that door gets opened and removed from the board. To win this game, we have to have our cog figures, all of them, on map 17B. That's the big square. No cog figures bleeding out, and we have to eliminate all the grinders. Grinders are tough, and they're especially vicious if you don't have cover, so we're going to need to stay in cover as much as we can. If they roll an omen, they're going to do 2 additional damage to you. They have 3 defense dice and 3 hit points. Chainsaws are useless against them. They're too big. And then we have 4 attack dice when they shoot at you. All right, Marcus has caught a second wind. He's there trying to help out Dom due to a previous AI card being played that caused all weapon drops to be removed from the map, and that's going to include those ammunition tokens we drop with my house rule. Everything that was down on this side of the map is also cleared because these maps are now considered adjacent and part of the same map now. So even though there is a door in place, we still need to pass through it and open it up where nobody's going to be shooting through the doors, but the maps are considered to be adjacent now for figure movement. For Marcus's first action, he's going to play Assault, which is move up to 3 areas and perform an attack. He's going to move into cover on this side, slip out of cover, and discard a card to get Dom back on his feet. We discarded 1. Dom is now up, and we're going to target the ticker that's approaching. I think what we're going to do is target it with the Scorcher. The Scorcher has a range of 1. We've got 2 tokens on it. I am going to take a gamble here. I don't think that I'm going to spend an ammo token. So I'm going to do a regular attack with 2 attack dice and see if we can get lucky against the ticker's... Well, wait a minute. The ticker is in a cover space. So It's partial cover. Maybe I do need to do this. Let's burn a token, and let's go with 4. So yeah, he's in partial cover. Let's see how this plays out. Well, maybe it's good we did drop the extra dice. That's going to be 2 absorbed, but 2 get through. That's enough to blow up this ticker. Locust activation this turn. Maybe I need to turn this around. Looks like we're going to start with some grinder action. If a cog figure is within 4 range, attack the nearest cog figure within line of sight. Well, we know the guys on the other side of the door can't be targeted right now. 1, 2, 3. Is he within line of sight? This guy could be anywhere in that space. So yes, that attack can occur. How about the others? Let me come back to them. This first one can attack. He'll move down to the edge of that doorway and attempt to shoot at Cole. Maybe we want to have Cole guard. Yeah, Cole's going to play a card from his hand. He can guard with any card. He's just going to play a teamwork card here and guard against this. Cole was probably the most hit by the ammunition reset. I remember he was stocked heavily with ammunition on his Lancer rifle, but now he's back down to his starting value of 2 tokens. So we're going to need to discard 1 of those tokens to make an attack against this grinder. Grinders get 3 attack die, 3 defense, and his Lancer will get 4. Let's see if we can get lucky. Two get through. 2 is not enough to drop a grinder, so the grinder is wounded. You need 3 points to get through to kill one of these guys. So he's wounded and still gets to make his attack on Cole. Cole is in full cover. So he's going to get the same amount of defense dice as the grinder had. 2 omens. Cole's in cover, so he's all right. 2 absorbed. Fortunately, those shots just dig into the wall that he's hiding behind. So let me count. This is a bit tough from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is within 4 range of these grinders, and they would attack if he was in line of sight, but he is not within line of sight, not from there. Yeah, I don't see line of sight coming all the way from that space. You know, now I'm not too sure looking at that. Dropping down the line of sight marker from his cover position, there's just enough to go through that doorway and enter into the square that those guys are on. It's tight, but I think it's enough to count. I think that means that 2 more grinders get to shoot at Cole. Oh, this is horrible news. All right, first grinder takes his shot and hits Cole for 3 damage. Hit for 3. He's down to 2 cards. The next grinder shifts into place. They just sort of rotate, and the next one comes up. I can't help it. I think I've got to have Cole do something here. I think we're going to have him dodge. So we're going to go with an extra 2 defense dice here. 1, 2, 3, and omens. We blocked that without needing to roll the extra 4th die, so our 5th die. So Cole survives. 1 card left in his hand. The remaining boomer moves 2 areas. And that's where we stop. Well, that was a heck of a start. Let's go ahead and go with the heel step for Dom. 2 cards in his hand. Dom needs to play a card, so we're going to play Dig In. He can move 1 area. I think I am going to let him move here. Maybe advance. And then he has a special ability where he can move 1 more. I'm going to have him scoot around the corner there into cover. Let me think now. Do I want Marcus to follow? I think I will. I think I'm going to play a follow card from Marcus and get him back there too. So they're both back there. Each cog figure in cover may then draw an order card. So that's going to be 1, another one for Dom, and 1 for Cole. So that's good. Then we go to Locust Activation. Locust Activation says tickers. No tickers are in play anymore, so we'll go to the next one. Oh, firefight. Well, they attack a cog figure within 3 range. Whew. We may be a little lucky over here with, well, not necessarily, because it gets worse down here. This may be pretty bad for Cole. So again, it's nearly going to be the same thing with 3 grinders coming after him, maybe even more. This grinder is going to attack because he's within 1, 2, 3 range. Cole hardly has any cards left in his hand. He does have some dodge cards. Let's take a look and see how bad this is going to get. Each locust that did not attack moves 2 areas toward the nearest cog figure and attacks a cog figure in its area. In its area. So that's not so bad. So, yeah, they're going to be crowding in that doorway, but I don't think they're going to attack him. So it's just this 1 attack. Let's go ahead and spend a card then. And let's spin this for a dodge. All right. 4 attack dice. He's going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 defense dice. That one would be a reroll, I think. So I think it's enough. We avoided the worst of that. We still could have rolled 1 more for the defense. So Cole survives that. That one attacked. He doesn't move. But the other 2... my gosh. All of them move up right into his area. Coming from over here. 1, 2... and then 1, 2. That puts the grinders just in a mob. Very bad situation for Cole. He almost needs to run away. So now we actually do go to Cole's turn, and he gets to have a heal step, which is going to help him here, I think. He could attempt to make an attack, or he could try and run away. Wow, this is a tough decision. The way these guys are bunched up together, it would be perfect for a grenade attack. I am curious to see how that's going to work out. I think I'm going to be a madman and play pummel, which is when you make up to 2 attacks. So Cole is not going to run away. He's going to spend a grenade token and throw it 2 spaces, which is within range, right on top of these grinders. All right, Bolo Grenade. Let's take a look at that. Bolo Grenade, range of 2, that's fine. 4 attack dice. Token has been removed. Cole has 2 of these. The attack is for 4 damage. 4 damage. That will be applied to each of the grinders. Let's go with grinder number 1. Grinder number 1. So at the top of the map, he's killed. So the grenade blows up this first one. Let's go to grinder number 2. Wow. Grinder number 2 destroyed. Let's switch him out here. It's a boomer figure. Grinder number 3. Can we make it 3 in a row? Two get through. He is wounded. Not dead. Takes. Just put a wounded token under him. It takes 3 to drop a grinder. Now it's going to take 2 to drop a grinder. The remaining grinders are at 2 hit points each. And wait a minute. Cole gets to make another attack. You know what? Cole is going to throw his last grenade. We're going to do the same thing. So we're going to take these 4. And we might as well can roll it along with the defense dice. Do we take him out? He absorbs 2. 3 get through. Yes. The last grinder in this area is destroyed. And I should, according to my house rules, be dropping like 3 ammo tokens here. Because these guys were carrying huge guns. There you go, Cole. I was totally about to turn tail and run down the hallway around the corner out of line of sight. But man, pummel, 2 attacks, totally worth it. Especially with grenades. If no drones in play, no drones are in play. There's 1 grinder on the board. Again, no drones in play. Reinforcements. All right, this is one I needed to research. And I don't know if I repeated this already in this video. In my introduction, but there was a rules question I started digging for. I was like, where is the map exit on this game? And I thought, well, maybe it's the last emergence hole on the map or something, but according to the designer, and I had to dig to find this answer, there's no map exit. So we just keep moving. Drones. Otherwise, 2 drones at the emergence hole nearest you. Okay. So we got to spawn 2 drones right behind Cole. So they crawl up out of here. Maybe they were hearing the explosions and are coming to see what's going on. So I believe we are to Baird now. Baird is going to crawl 1 space. He's going to try to make his way to the final map. And now we just go to locust activation. So still could be bad for Cole. He's by himself there. Discard 1 token from one of your weapon cards and remove all dropped. So all those weapon tokens disappear. I absolutely hate this card with a vengeance. Why did it have to come right there? Well, Cole will drop his pistol ammo token. That just leaves him with 1 Lancer token left. And we need to draw a new AI. Ticker. No tickers are in play. If 1 or more boomers are in play, each boomer moves 1 area toward the nearest cog figure. Well, he's moving in here. So he just moved in, facing down with Cole, and he will attack. Cole's got a couple of cards in his hand, and I think he's going to guard and shoot at this grinder. Cole can spend any card as a guard card, and he will. And he's going to let loose with his assault rifle, emptying this guy. That's going to totally deplete his assault rifle. Let's get this calculated. 4 attack dice and 3 defense dice. Come on. Yes. Look at that. We got right through and take down the last grinder. Cole does it. He cuts down the last grinder. It will drop its ammo. And now we just got to get all of our guys on the last map and up on their feet. And we can win the game. But no more grinders. We are over to Marcus, who's going to go through the heal step. He's up to full health now. Marcus is going to play Charge, which moves up to 3 areas, and then you can perform an attack. But we're going to skip that part. So he's going to move 1, kick open that door. Bang, open it up. Second movement takes him there. Third movement, we're going to move right. Maybe right there, since there's an emergence hole right behind him in case something comes out of that thing. But that's going to end it for Marcus. Actually, I'd grabbed the wrong figure. There's Marcus. They look pretty similar. So let's go to locust activation. Locust activation. All right. This is ticker spawning time. Spawn 1 ticker at each emergence hole within 5 movement of you. Let's take a look at the map. Well, just like we thought, 1 is going to come up right behind us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's 5 movement away. So one goes there. What about down the hallway? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. What about back behind us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. So it's just 2 tickers. We're going to go to Dom now. Go through the heal step. And I think we're going to play Roadie Run. That's going to allow us to move up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. And I think we're going to use Dom's special ability to move 1 more and get into cover. And then we're going to discard a card. And we're going to discard a card and get Baird up. And now we go to Locust activation. Locust activation says, Swarm. Each locust that is 5 or more movement away moves until it is 4 movement away. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, nobody's moving. Draw a new AI card. Tickers on the move. Tickers on the march. If a cog figure is within 2 movement, attack him. Well, here he comes. He's coming around the corner. And Marcus is going to guard. Marcus will guard, spending his last token from his Scorcher. So we're going to burn this thing with all we've got. 4 dice against 1 defense die. Surely this can do it. And it absorbed. Well, we can ignore that. So yeah, it was hit for 3. Burned to a crisp, it explodes before it gets into his area. The other ticker is a bit too far away to attack. Let's see what it does. All right, the last ticker, it moves 3 areas towards the nearest cog figure. If the ticker is then in line of sight of a cog figure and not in cover, well, he's going to scoot into cover there. Then have it move 1 area away. Well, it scurried into cover there, so I think it's going to hold position. It is Cole's turn. He goes through the heal step, and he's going to play the assault card. He's going to move 1. Let me make sure that's what I want to do, because I also have advance. I think I need to do assault though. I don't have any ammunition. So let's do assault. We're going to move 1, 2 spaces into cover, because Baird was not in cover there. And we're going to discard 1 of our cards to pick up this ammunition token and put it on our assault rifle. And then we're going to make 1 attack. So the attack is going to be, I think, against the ticker. That's what we have line of sight on. So I think we're going to be attacking with the basic... I don't know. Let's unload. Let's drop the token we just picked up. 4 attack dice, because the ticker is in partial cover. It's going to get 2 defense. Let's roll this and see what we get. So Cole had a token there for a second, but now he doesn't. Whoa, that's a lot of defense. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1 gets through, and that's all you need to get to destroy a ticker. So, boom, got it. Locust activation. Grinders, no, there are none. Group, if 1 or more locusts is within 2 movement of you. Let's take a look at the map. So we're kind of bunched up right here. 1, 2. So I think we're going to an otherwise here. If 1 or more locusts is within 2 movement of you, and it's no, spawn a locust B at the map exit. Yep, this card just can't work. There's no map exit. Again, that is coming from the designer. I wonder though, is the whole card nullified? Or is it just the map exit part? You know, I'm not exactly sure what call to make here. A lot of this card is very playable, except for that one line. Other cards that were like, I don't know, did that come up before the reinforcements thing? When we had this one? I'm just going to rule here, I got to make a call, that anything regarding map exit, I'm just going to say we ignore it and go to the next card. So don't know if that's the perfectly correct call to make, but that's what we'll do. Emergence hole. Well, there's a filled emergence hole in our area, but I guess that doesn't count as a hole anymore. So I think we open it back up. So we remove this token and that emergence hole opens again, and we spawn a drone. So that hole that was closed, a drone crawls up out of the hole. All right, it is Baird's turn. Baird is going to get his first 2 cards. And he can move and then make an attack. I think what he's going to do, Baird is not in cover. Baird is going to move 2 spaces just right off camera there. Shift into cover. And let me take a look at Cole's card. He can't do it. Let me take a look at Dom's card. Dom can do it. Dom's going to play a follow. And join Baird back over there, shifting into cover. And then he gets to make his attack. He's going to make an attack on the drone, who is not in cover right now. Baird's got some ammunition. We're going to go with the 2 spaces away. Let's go with the Lancer. He's going to spend an ammunition token and roll 4 dice against the drone's 1. 4 against 1. That's enough. The drone is shot and killed and drops a token. So that's 3 guys on the final map. We just need to get Cole on there. Locust activation. Let's see what other nastiness is headed our way. Drones. 1, 2, 3. Cole is 3 spaces away. Move 2 areas toward the nearest cog figure. So the 2 drones are chasing Cole. So 1, 2, cover, 1, 2, partial cover. They're chasing after him. It is Marcus. It is his turn. He goes through the heel step. And I wonder if this can work. He's going to play Teamwork. We draw an order card for Marcus. And then we allow another player can resolve an order card. So what we're going to do is go to Cole, who has 1 card left in his hand, and he can move up to 3 areas. So he's going to play his last card, bolt out of there, onto the map, scoot into full cover, and let's see if we just hit the win condition. All cog figures are on the map, no figures are bleeding out, and no grinders are in play. You win the game. It says Control Delta. According to Jack, that grind lift should be operational by now. Thanks, Control. All right, let's give this lift a shove. So they're all in there with drones hot on their tail, but they escape. And I think we just won Scattered. Wow, I think we pulled it off, guys, and I think a huge part of that victory was Cole and his grenades. I think that absolutely made this game a victory instead of a failure. I think if he didn't get as successful as he did with those grenades and they had just marched in a big mob there, they would have cut him down. And that would have been Dom and Marcus left, and then the mob would just keep advancing towards them. That really pulled out the victory, I think. So let me know what you think about those map exit cards. According to the designer, if it refers to the map exit, he said to discard the card, at least as far as the ones regarding reinforcements. But anyway, that was a big rule question that fortunately during the downtime between videos I had a chance to look up. Really appreciate you watching this series. It was great revisiting Gears of War, the board game. This is a fun one. Take care, everybody. I'll catch you later.